Let's start. Okay, before we get started, just keep two things in your mind always. What I say in every video, if you already know it, you can skip it. First is that DSA questions are not hard by nature. What makes them hard is not knowing the trick behind them. And if we know the trick, the problem becomes easy. And the second is, if you ever feel stuck in a question, don't beat yourself. Especially when you are new to the DSA or new to that particular topic, it's completely okay to watch this solution first, which eventually will help you to recognize those patterns and build intuition. So be kind to yourself, trust the process, and keep going. As as always, we'll begin by understanding the question, what's given to us, and what we need to find out. Let's understand the requirement first. So, question says spiral matrix given m into n matrix, written all the elements of the matrix in spiral order. This is the matrix given to us of size 3 into 3. This is the input, and this is the output. This output is the result of after traversing all the matrix in a spiral order. So hope you understood the question. If not, feel free to pause the video and take your own time. Okay, now let's see how we can approach it. So can we start traversing the matrix from the first row? And once we reach to the end, then we can start traversing from the last column. And once we reach to the end, then again we'll start uh, traversing from the last row. And once we reach to the start, then we again start traversing for the first column. And likewise that. So let's take an example. Let's suppose we started from 1, then we traverse till the end 3, and once we reach to the end, then we start from the last column. We traverse it till the end here, and now again we traverse the last row till the start, and again we traverse from the uh, first column likewise. So, in short, we can maintain four variables to point to the start and the end of both rows and columns and increment and decrement those variables after traversing. So, let's visualize the logic. So, we have the code snippet handy with us, and let's see line by line what we are doing. Okay, so we have this matrix. Then we are declaring the result. We are maintaining four variables: row begin, row end, column begin, column end. So we have a loop. We'll traverse this loop until these four conditions will not break. So what we are doing, as we said, we start traversing from the first row. Okay, so we'll start traversing from the rest row and just simply add those results directly into the result. So in this, we're traversing the first row. Then we start traversing from the last column and we are traversing down. And to traverse from the last column, we just update the row begin and row end. So we'll update this element to this result. And then we traverse from the last to the left. So to go from last to the left, we'll have this column end and to the column begin. And one thing that we need to take care is once we receive that row begin is greater than row end, then we need to break it because this loop is infinite. So we need to break whenever we are updating those four variables, column and column begin while traversing the row and column, we need to check this condition. If we are going out of the uh, index, then we have to break it. And at last, we have to traverse up. We'll start from row end and go to the row begin. Likewise, we'll increment and while traversing each row and column, we need to increment and decrement those four variables. So, hope you understood it. You can analyze it, and in case you have some doubt, feel free to reach out in comments.